High School. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to high school basketball here on STSPN.com. Tonight, girls hoops. It is the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks against the Everett Seagulls, and we're happy to bring it to you. So are our presenting sponsors, Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens and Everett, as well as Rairdens, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. I'm Mark Ockett with Todd Elvig, Nettie Ockett on statistics as well tonight. Let's take a look at our matchup and our starters to get things going. Not waste any time. Starting for head coach for the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks, Taylor Stevens. They have Mariah Summers, a 5'9" forward. She's a senior. Mackenzie Consor, 5'5" senior guard, starts. Also at a guard position, a 5'6" junior, Lauren Lewis. Forward of 5'11" senior Georgia Bradley, and also guard 5'8" senior Alex Grimm. That is Summers, Consor, Lewis, Bradley, and Grimm. Now for the Everett Seagulls, we have Luther Weathersby as their head coach. And the starters are Emma Larson, a freshman. She's a 5'10" forward. Also 5'9" forward senior Brooklyn Johnson. Morgan Carter starts as a 5'10" senior guard. Ella Sylvester, a 5'9" guard, freshman. And Farrah Parrish, a 5'4" point guard, is a sophomore. It's Larson, Johnson, Carter, Sylvester, and Parrish for the Everett Seagulls. We'll get you more information on that coming up right after this on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Everett Greenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back. Full presentation of the colors, the national anthem, and you name it right out there. And Todd, you were a member of the Navy, served for 12 years. God bless you for that. We thank you as always. That's always a special moment when they roll out the colors like that. I totally know what you mean. Just ready to roll, and that's very special.
It is too. I like seeing the uniforms. I wanted to go over and talk to them ahead of the game. I said, you know, they got ribbons and everything that they've earned while they're going through this little thing, and I'm like, want to give them little tidbits. I said, listen, I've sailed. Okay, I can't tell you.
No,
Anyway.
I love your old sailor stories. There, sailor.
Well,
no,
yeah,
seriously.
Okay, so this is a good one.
Well, we kind of got to get to the game now. Sorry, you had your window.
Okay.
Here we go. As Marysville Pilchuck has the red uniforms and Everett is in the white. This is their home facility. It's the Pit. They just redid it about, 3 years ago? And, I mean, this place is a masterpiece. Speaking of masterpieces, how about Morgan Carter? Lights it up for 3 points. We get things underway here tonight. Mark Ockett, Todd Elvig, Nettie Ockett helping with field goals and rebounds tonight, and there's a steal. Pretty quick. I thought we'd see a few of those tonight, Todd. These two teams have not had what one would call great seasons, and they're young, and they're trying to put things together. Marysville Pilchuck is 1-11 in Wesco play, and they average 25.1 points per game scoring. That's not a lot. Miss, we got a foul. It's going to be a push-off, and 2 shots are coming up. We'll get to that first. Emma Larson called for the foul, her first team foul. So Marysville Pilchuck averages 25 points a game. The average giving up 57, a difference of minus 32. That's not a great number, but we're going to share those numbers with you tonight all the way around for both these teams. So first foul shot is good by Mariah Summers. Just underway, first quarter action. And 3-0, Seagulls. Tomahawks and the Seagulls. There's the second one. That's going down the chute and in for a basket. Our officials for tonight's game are the umpire, Todd Howell, referees Daniel Nipper, and then you've got Chris Soterkopoulos. So I'll tell you what, that's a big one. We'll say just once a half. 3-point basket. Morgan Carter nails another one, and MP says, oh boy, we better call a timeout here. 7:13 left to go in the first quarter, and it's 6-2. Everett leading Marysville Pilchuck. This is your home for high school sports up and down the I-5 corridor and I-9 as well. STSPN.com.
You know, I've been wanting to buy this truck, and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership. Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go. It looks like it's here right now. I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
6-2 is the score, and we have these two teams getting after it here tonight. Just it'll be Marysville Pilchuck ball after they take the timeout. And overall, they are 5-13. Everett is 3-9 in conference play, 8-10 overall. But Todd, the big thing too is the fact that they're young teams and they're building and they're learning. And so we want to be witnessing and showing their learning process out there as they go forward here tonight at the Pit at Everett High School.
Absolutely. You know, these girls put in as much practice time as any other team. So, you know, having them being able to be seen by their families is as important as anybody else.
And speaking of that, there's a freshman out there, Ella Sylvester, who has a lot of she's getting a chance to play in her first game on the varsity.
It is.
So give us a little background on that. And we've got a lot of people viewing, I understand, tonight.
Well, I think that she's been. He said that she's been. Her dad says that she's been on the team, but tonight she's going to be able to play. And so they've got a bunch of people all over the country watching her tonight and excited to see her. And her dad, Kevin, is over here filming right next to us.
Kevin Sylvester. And so we're talking about the entire Sylvester Nation.
Yeah, it's
the growing
deep.
Sylvester Nation.
Pretty big.
All right. Well, we're on top of it right here. Hello to the Sylvesters. We appreciate you viewing from all over the United States of America and perhaps beyond. And we can actually check to see where they might be viewing from. And not only that, but we can find them.
Absolutely.
We know that.
You are.
Well, that leads us to another point about how effective your advertising dollar goes. We have it all tied together. Oh, how did you miss that? Caroline Jamison, you got to slow it down a little, Tad. That was a great pass by Ella Sylvester. Now you got to make that. Come on, there you go. That is Brooklyn Johnson. She wears usually number 3. Tonight she's got 24 on. For those of you that are part of the Brooklyn Johnson Nation, you might go, what's going on with Brooklyn? Well, she's doing all right. She's got 24 on tonight. I love the sign downstairs because it makes me feel like I'm back in New York City. You look down there and you see a sign, big sign, it's got water, it looks like lines underneath it, looks like water, and it says Brooklyn.
Yeah, nice.
I feel like we're at the Barclays Center. And you know what the thing is too, and in spite of their records, both these teams are going to play better defense than the NBA team, the Brooklyn Nets, that plays at the Barclays Center, or any opponent they'd have, because NBA teams do not play defense. Anyway, foul is going to be called against Alex Grimm, her first team foul at the foul line, and getting a couple pops at it will be Brooklyn Johnson. First foul shot attempted by Everett, and a miss.
You know, I always found that no matter what your record, they want to win as bad as anybody else.
Well, of course, but also you don't want to sugarcoat the obvious that we might. And again, it's later in the season. I think the biggest thing is if you're struggling, you just got to watch out for the turnovers. And we see the press put on by the Everett Seagulls right here as they are trying to do what they can to get the ball. There's a held ball right. As I say that, it's going to stay with Marysville Pilchuck. But still, Todd, what we like to see is that assertive, aggressive defense to cause opportunities, and that's part of what greatness is going on here in developing the program, rebuilding things under Luther Weathersby. Just a heck of a guy for the Everett Seagulls. That's a drive, and dropping it in is Mariah Summers. She has all 4 points.
Do you think you're seeing more hard press this year than
yes,
last?
Yes, without a doubt. Underneath, Jamison gets it done off an excellent feed. 7-point lead, 5:10 to go, first quarter. So the Seagulls are lighting it up here early on. And, again, they're playing it. Yes, definitely. I've noticed it more in the past 2 seasons. Especially, and, again, I got to do it once in a while. You know what's coming? I got to make a reference to what I see at the college level.
Oh,
it's kind of okay. No. It's kind of okay since I get that opportunity to announce those games to inject what I'm seeing, and what I noticed at the beginning of last year is what's going on at the University of Washington under head coach Jody Wynn, that plays a very high-intensity pressure defense. And I don't know if these teams have gone. I know I see coaches from Wesco at our games, and so there might be some note-taking going on. Hey, that pressure defense, we are definitely seeing more of them. Foul on Carolyn Jamison, and that is her first third-team foul. 11-4 is our score. Summers misses way off the mark that time, but Todd, things have a way of trickling around. Now, one would say, well, geez, they're not having a whole lot of success there, especially in conference play at the UW, but they are definitely improving with every step of the way of the season. So, it's a matter of you get your own players in there more, and these players develop, and it's like with these right here. You are developing talent. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Oh, my goodness. And you know what? We're seeing a lot of talent out of her. That was a beautiful shot by Summers, the senior, dropping it home.
Well, they can see the shirt from down there.
Yes, they can. Brooklyn Johnson called for the foul. Chance for a three-point play. The way she fired it, you could just tell that wasn't going to land in there in a good way. That was way off the mark on the release. But she was 2 for 2 on foul shots earlier. That one's just not where it was supposed to be. Brooklyn Johnson misses on that one. And here we go. Oh, no foul? Okay. Guess they figured they were both going for the ball, and now it's picked off. And she steps out of bounds. Yep, that's what I could see too. Mackenzie Johnson. So 3 turnovers thus far for each team. Underneath, oh, man. That was a big miss by Morgan Carter, and those are those chances, Todd, to get ahead. And I'll tell you what, and I'm not going to single anybody out here. We'll let the video tell the story. But I've also seen more missed layups and lackadaisical effort of putting the ball in the basket from right underneath this season than I've seen in memory.
No, that's absolutely right. And a lot of helter-skelter.
What a great couple of words for that. Yes, helter-skelter, like panic mode. And I know they got to be working on that in practice. If I was a head coach, I'd certainly be on it. And I don't mean we have to, if it's too harsh, we have to have safe zones. So let's see. There's a big miss off the left side. Yeah, and that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be last touched by Everett. And again, I'll get right to it, is that when Todd and I were coming up through the ranks, I could say that, and even years past us, there wasn't a whole lot of sensitivity, mollycoddling going on.
That is correct, and to that point,
and I'd like to hope that I mean, maybe they've eased up on some of the foul language and stuff, but I'd like to hope that they're still pushing these kids as hard, because that's the kind of stuff that pays off later in life. Farrah Parrish gets it done.
I think that teams need to be as aggressive as they can, turn it up until they get called, and then back
underneath.
it off a little.
Summers gets it done. She's having a big quarter, 8 points. She's got all 8 of them for Marysville-Pilchuck. She has been a offensive force so far, and without her, it'd be 13-0. Oh, Summers almost has the steal right there. She's just been really, really fun to watch so far in these first 8 minutes. All right, goes back to the Seagulls. Band is here tonight, like that. They're in the white uniforms, out working it. Up top, she's already hit a couple, and now to make that time for Morgan Carter. I was just waiting to see if it was going to end up fully going out of bounds. It will. 4th turnover for the Tommies. So Marysville-Pilchuck, and their high school itself is what, about 8 miles from here, roughly? I mean, I've made that trek many times, but trying to remember measuring from Everett High School, about 8 miles, 9 miles, something like that.
Depends on what bridge you take.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just part of the absolute coziness we have of these community schools and the long-standing tradition of them playing against each other. We've got a hell ball. That's going to stay with the Everett Seagulls. Emma Larson will rejoin the Seagulls lineup. She's going to replace Morgan Carter. But, you know, Todd, what's so fun about all of this, and through all the years that we've been out, have the opportunity to announce these games, or you certainly videoing them and everything like that. Now what? It's going to go back to Everett. What'd she do, step over the line?
No, I think they had the possession arrow wrong direction.
Oh, that would have been it. I've just spotted it because there was a couple heads in my way earlier. I've spotted where that arrow is. 3-pointer, not a bad look. Gets her own rebound, followed the shot. That's what you're supposed to do. Worked around the perimeter. That's going to be a miss. And the Tommies will get the ball. Coming out of backcourt with it, Mackenzie Conson. Not Johnson, but Conson. Stolen away. Made that look easy. Going the other direction, back and forth. And again. Okay, out of all of that, they finally draw the foul, but that could have very well been made on the first attempt, certainly on the second attempt, and finally battling in there and getting it is Ella Sylvester, and she's going to have a chance to pick up a couple of points here from the foul line. Foul this time is going to be whistled against Madison Baxter, her first. Second team foul. Here's the jump shot from the foul line. Perfect. Ella has a point. Good job, Ella. Tommy's going to make a substitution. 6-point game right now, 1:53 left. We don't have time on the screen tonight, right?
Oh, we do not.
Okay. That's all right. I'll just keep them up to date. Because if we do have it, it just seems redundant if I'm announcing it too much.
We hook up to a DAC 5000.
Yeah, no, the sport. All right, we have a timeout on the floor, and that's called by Everett. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:52 left first quarter. This is STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
The intensity. Okay, good energy level out here tonight in the gym. We had the honors of the seniors honored before tonight's game, before our broadcast. Again, thank you for viewing on STSPN.com. And we have another turnover. That's going back to Everett. That's 7 turnovers against Marysville-Pilchuck. Tommies have lost their last 2 games in a row. The last time out was not a pleasant experience. That was on Friday and they lost to Marysville Getchell at home. Getchell beating them 62-15.
It always hurts losing to a crosstown school.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, we do. We talk about the great community connection, and I just look at how it is one next to the other and how we've had those great times driving from one location to the next and getting all set up. And then you enter the area and you feel it as you walk in the gym. They go, oh, wow, our game's going to be on STSPN tonight. Dropping it down there. Great shot. Brooklyn Johnson. 16-8 is the score. Going to go out. And I got to say it, and I've seen it consistently here at Everett, and we kind of like to get this fixed, is that they're a little bit slow on putting points up on the scoreboard. Are you directly connected to that then?
I am not.
So, okay.
They have a DAC 5500.
You know, and those DACs are so versatile. That's Daktronics, the company
they are the greatest.
From South Dakota that is a publicly traded company. I want to say that again.
Hey, can I say how great Everett takes care of us here?
Apparently I haven't seen any food yet.
The AD.
I'm just, go ahead.
Is that Bruce?
Well, I'll let you do the research on that. Hold on a second. If you're gonna start, you gotta be able to you gotta have your facts together. So we got a whistle on the floor. That's a held ball. It's going to stay with Marysville Pilchuck. All right, here we go.
I saw you looking that up.
Yeah, and I don't see it on there. What are you talking about, the AD here?
Yeah.
Athletic director is Doug Plucker.
Doug's taking good care of us. Bruce is the guy on tonight.
He's our game manager, I think, tonight.
Yep.
Anything else you need?
No. I just want to give a shout out to those guys because they always take good care of us.
All right.
I don't know if we're on first name basis.
Well, I'll tell you what, and we've discussed this a couple times at least this year. We want to be here at Everett doing games more often. This is a tremendous setting.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
like being in a college field house. Really, that's what it reminds me of. That one's bouncing around a lot. There are 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Everett Seagulls lead 16-8. We got a foul push-off on the rebound. That's going to go against Georgia Bradley, her first. Team foul number 3. Seagulls will work for one shot. They work it around the perimeter. Down it goes. That was beautiful. That's textbook right there. Farrah Parrish off the great pass. And at the end of one quarter, the Everett Seagulls are leading the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks 19 to Mariah Summers 8. We'll be back with more right here on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
As a leading builder of new homes and commercial properties in Western Washington, Gamut 360 Holdings has built a reputation for honest communication, exceptional customer service, and superior craftsmanship since 2003. Our 360-degree construction approach guarantees each project is designed and built with you in mind, matching first-class materials with the highest of construction standards. From the planning stages to the final walkthroughs, Gamut 360 delivers trusted, sustainable investments that exceed owner expectations and transform Northwest neighborhoods. Gamut 360. Design, create, inspire.
Oh, quickly. Hopefully you had a chance to see that. That's Brooklyn Johnson off the glass. Everett building up a 13-point lead at 21-8. Mark Ockett, Todd Elvig here, bringing you the action from the pit at Everett High School. Stolen away by Everett. 8 turnovers against the Tomahawks, then Everett throws it away. They have 6 turnovers. One of the assistant coaches and a great one for Everett is Jeannie Thompson. She's also the head JV coach. Jeannie and I go back a long time to the mid-90s, and also the same for our good buddy Tom Lafferty, Tall Tom. We had a chance to call her high school career here at Everett High School. A very successful career under Joe Metzger-Levine. Another great one. And a big shot from the outside. That's Lauren Lewis connects on it. 21-11 the score. 7:14 left to go in the second quarter. A 10-point lead. There it goes. Battle on the ground, on the floor, tie-up. What is that, about 14 jump balls we've had so far? I think we've had at least 5.
I think those whistles were a little slow on that one.
Yeah, that is true, too. So Tommies will get it back almost a minute into the second quarter. Now just setting you up, we'll get through the quarter, and once we get to halftime, we'll take a break of about 8 minutes, and then we'll come back, give you some numbers. You'll see some highlights at halftime, correct, Todd? No, okay. Shoot. Ask beforehand. Okay. You know what I did? I assumed. So that's Mariah Summers. She has 10 of the 13. 21-13 is our score. Underneath, got to make that. Didn't. Pass was right there, and she just put up a brick. That's going to go back to Marysville Pilchuck. 21-13. Yeah, the Tommies, who were just a short while ago down by 13 points, can cut this one down. If they hit a 3-ball here, can get down to a total of 5. Looks like, what, they calling a timeout? Marysville Pilchuck's calling a timeout. We will as well. It's STSPN.com.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Welcome back here. We are live at Everett High School. 6:23 to go in the second quarter. 21-13. You know, Ty, we've missed out the last 2 games on having a 21-12. It's been close for a score. Underneath, that's a nice-looking play. Finding her, and then Alex Grimm wraps it up. 6-point lead for the Seagulls. That was a 13-point lead. They've more than cut it in half. That makes it fun. You know, the thing is, Todd, entering this game, let's see if that goes in. It does. Lily Thompson, 24-15. And coming into this game, you know, you look at the records and you go, okay, but I don't really, when you got 2 teams that maybe don't have a lot of wins, I always view it as they're going to probably have a pretty good matchup because of where they're at and wanting to show where they can go to push it to the next level. Now, we have a foul. It's going against Brooklyn Johnson. That's her second. Team foul number 3. And at the foul line will be Alex Grimm. Connects on the first one. And that's what we're seeing out here tonight, Todd. That, yes, Everett has essentially held the upper hand, but you don't see the Tomahawks going away. No, they're not putting the Tomahawks in the holsters. They're keeping them out. No, they have one of the greatest fight songs I've ever heard in my life. I just love the Marysville Pilchuck High School fight song. It is just, if you can't get fired up with that fight song, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. They just have a beauty. It's Native American inspired. They also have a great relationship, as far as I still know, with the Tulalip tribes. It's always been a really good fit, and they respect each other. Tomahawks with the ball in front court. 5 on the shot clock. Here we go. Is she going to get it done? Off. She got the shot off, but came off the backside of the rim. Everett with the rebound. And they'll move it into front court now. Pass was perfect. Closed by Thompson, not so. We have a whistle. Looks like they're going to head back the Marysville Pilchuck way. Morgan Carter called for the foul. That's the first for Carter, and we have a 1-and-1 situation coming up. 18 fouls against Everett. Heading to the foul line is Alex Grimm. Grimm 1 for 2 in her last trip to the line. She's got to make the first one to get a second one. Doesn't happen. Lefty shooter. Under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Seagulls into front court. Nearly stolen away. That's a good pass, and that's a perfect shot right there. From Ella Sylvester to Lily Thompson, who nails the mid-range jumper from 13 feet out, right corner pocket. That was perfectly executed, and Ella looking good on that pass. Tomahawks with the basketball. Watch that defense and the matchup up high. Don't foul, don't foul. She didn't. That's smart. Oh! Sets things up for the steal. Look who's coming through. Pokes it away, steals it, puts it in. Morgan Carter, 8 points. 4:02 to go. Second quarter action. Miss on the shot. And how about that? Summers follows up again. 12 points. She's got 12 of the 18. 3 others belong to Lauren Lewis and also Alex Grimm. But it's been a great offensive show for Summers. Summers just about steals it away. It's going to go out of bounds still. Got to like that hustle, Todd.
Love that hustle. And, going back to what you said earlier with the two teams seeing their records match up a little bit closer, it gives them a little bit more strength, too, coming into the game, thinking, we can do this one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it does. Off the mark. Out it goes, stays with the Seagulls. So the top team in Wesco 3A, actually there are 3 on top. Tied for first. Snohomish, Archbishop Murphy, and Arlington. All 3 of those babies sitting right there on the top spot. Oh, inbound pass, and it gets done. Farrah Parrish has 7 points, including a 3-pointer. Back to a 12-point lead for Everett. Their biggest lead of the game has been at 13 points at 21-8. Stolen. Steal and turnover number 10. Oh, we got a flagrant coming up. That's going to go against Marysville Pilchuck. Don't like the way she was taken down. Now that foul is going to go against Mackenzie Conson, her first 4th team foul at the foul line. Shooting this one all by herself is going to be, you see number 23 rolling it in. That's Farrah Parrish. First foul shot. 31-18, back to a 13-point lead. Can they get their highest of the game? Yes, indeed. That was right on the mark. And also, Todd, we have sponsorship from the Stripe, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Gamut 360 Holdings and also Evergreen Speedway Chevrolet. Near the Evergreen Speedway. It's Evergreen Chevrolet. Speedway Chevrolet. I finally got, see, that's what happened. I have to dig for it here. And there we go. 3-pointer. It's good. Farrah Parrish. Farrah's got, 7 in the quarter, 12 in the game, 2 3-pointers. Lighting it up like a Christmas tree. 35-18. Stolen away. 12 turnovers for the Tommies. 17-point lead for Everett at 35-18. 2:50 to go, second quarter. Player control, that's offensive. That's going to go against Lily Thompson, her first. Team foul number 9. Just goes back, should just go back. It was an offensive foul, right? I guess they say, no, it's not going to be 1-1. It's an offensive foul. Come on. We saw enough of this on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not going to get foul shots on an offensive foul. There we go. Wow, it just was fun watching her weave through there. Alex Grimm. Nothing grim about that. She did a great job. 2:35 to go. Second quarter, pull-up jumper, bingo. 2 points. Morgan Carter's having a big half. 2 3-balls, 2 2-balls. She's got 10 points. 4 here in the second quarter. 17-point lead again, 37-20. To our left now in the red uniforms, the Tomahawks careful on the high pass. Player popping out and nearly stolen away. Again, great hustle by Farrah Parrish. And it stays with the Tomahawks. But you like to see that aggressiveness and, Todd, those hands, those arms out there getting the job done.
The funny thing is we've got more scoring here than we did last night at the 2 number 1 games. that one get,
It can happen. Kickball, and that is going to stay with the Tomahawks as they get set to go. Yeah, scoreboard sponsor, let me nail this, Speedway Chevrolet in Monroe. That's Speedway Chevrolet, part of the Lee Johnson family, and they are great to have as one of our sponsors. Missed shot, Everett gets the rebound, coming up on 2 minutes to go exactly right now here in the second quarter. 37-20. They can double up with a three-pointer. They're thinking about it, too. They're still thinking about it, and they get it.
Wow.
That was really good. Lily Thompson with her second three-pointer of the quarter in game, 8 points. And you can't do it much better than that, the way they worked it and set up for the shot. Steal. I'll tell you what, Everett looks great tonight. Going the other direction. And it's Ella Sylvester. Sylvester, freshman, are you kidding me? Holy cow, Dr. J. 21-point lead. She just broke perfectly to the basket. Well, she's a freshman playing on varsity. I think that last move would answer the reason why she's in this game. Traveling is called. 14 turnovers against Marysville Pilchuck. And again, I know in the day of sensitivity and equality and all, and that's all fine, but Everett is just on fire right now. But what we've seen on the other side is Mariah Summers and the great job she's done offensively. 22-point lead. Near steal right there, 1:06 to go. Underneath, make that basket. The pass was perfect from Ella Sylvester. Ella finds Brooklyn Johnson, who puts it in. That was an excellent feed. And again, we are not getting paid by the Sylvester Nation to say this stuff. Ella's just putting together a pretty solid first half. Oh, that just got ugly.
I wish we were, because we'd probably make more.
What, we've got one now?
You said we're not getting paid by the Sylvester Nation. I said, I wish we were, because we'd probably get more than we are right now.
Exactly. We actually afford to buy gas to head home. No, you take good care of us. Anyway, the foul this time will go against Alex Grimm. That's her second, 15. And that one rattles out of there. At the foul line is Morgan Carter. This is her first trip to the line. Last quarter, Everett was 1 for 4 from the line. So far this quarter, they are 2 for 3. Let's see how she does on the second one. 46.5 seconds to go. Second quarter, that's good. $25-point lead. As Everett is just pulled away here in this second quarter. And that one's going to go out of bounds. They led it the first quarter 19-8. But they've really opened it up. 26 points for the Seagulls, 12 points for the Tommies. And the Tommies now with 15 turnovers in this game. Thing that's helped Everett here is their shooting, which we'll get numbers on that at halftime once we come back from the break. Seagulls move it, and I tell you, just watching them move the ball was fun. That's the other thing, Todd, that we like to see. When you see that pressure defense, but also great ball movement.
It always just completely amazes me what these kids can do.
It does, and when they execute and they're nice, crisp passes, inbound pass, Sylvester off the bottom of the backboard, but taken by Everett. They get it, 5 seconds. Back into the hands of Brooklyn, misses on that one. Follow up. Oh, just off the mark. Farrah Parrish gave it a good shot, but we got a one-sided game right now. Everett Seagulls lead the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks 45-20. This is STSPN.com.
As records tumbled and enemies cried, came the birth of a legend. But we did not sleep. We did not rest. With knowledge gained and lessons learned, a legend was born to search and destroy. Respect the beast, but don't wake the monster.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
As a leading builder of new homes and commercial properties in Western Washington, Gamut 360 Holdings has built a reputation for honest communication, exceptional customer service, and superior craftsmanship since 2003. Our 360-degree construction approach guarantees each project is designed and built with you in mind, matching first-class materials with the highest of construction standards. From the planning stages to the final walkthroughs, Gamut 360 delivers trusted, sustainable investments that exceed owner expectations and transform Northwest neighborhoods. Gamut 360. Design, create, inspire.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family.
Her favorite band dance would be the Hillsong, and her favorite cheer is DRIBLE. Her most memorable moment was when the team went to state and the cheer football ceremony for homecoming. She plans on attending either the University of Washington or Western Washington. Depending on where she goes, she will continue to do cheer. Next up, we have Carla Molina. Carla has been a cheerleader since the end of her freshman year. Her favorite cheer is Rowdy, and her favorite band dance is Come On Eileen. Her most memorable cheer moment is her first football game, which was in Canada, and we played in the pool at the hotel, she says. She plans to go to a university she doesn't know where yet, and she hopes to do cheer, but who knows? Next up, we have Taya! Yeah! This is her first year on the cheer team, and she couldn't be happier that she made the choice to be here. Over the past year, she's grown to believe in so much more of herself than she ever thought she could. She's made friends with people she never thought she would talk to, and she's become more competitive herself than she ever thought she could be. She'd like to give a huge thank you to her, a huge thank you to her coach, for pushing her to take things into her own hands and to work hard every single day. Outside of cheer, Taya has been dedicated to the drama club. Next up, we have Haley! Woo! Yeah! This is Haley's first year as a cheerleader. Her favorite cheer would be Secret Territory. The most memorable moment in cheer would be the halftime performance with Cascade during the football season. She plans to go to college and study literature or psychology, and does not plan to continue cheer at college. Sad. Next up is Lily! Leverell! Yay! She's been a cheerleader for 3 years now, and her favorite band dance is Rock and Robin. Her most memorable moment is making it to state senior year and the football cheer performance. She plans on attending Western Washington University, and she's considering cheering for their team. Woo! Yeah! Next up, we have Melody Barnard! Whoa! Yeah! Melody joined the cheer for the first time this year. Her favorite cheer is Fans in the Stand because it's long and confusing. Her favorite band dance is Land of a Thousand because it is really fast depending on the tempo the band plays. Melody's most memorable moment is back to sing with Cascade cheerleaders and working cohesively with one another. Melody plans on going to a four-year university and is yet to commit to a school and potentially pursue a career in elementary education. Depending on the school she goes to, she will cheer. Next up we have Corey! She has cheered since her sophomore year alongside Carla, Lexi, and Lily. So 3 years. Her favorite band dance would have been Sweet Caroline because the crowd gets involved. She also loves our rowdy cheer for the same reason. The most memorable moment in cheer would have to be her performance with the football players because she formed a lot of new relationships with people that she would never talk to otherwise.
I'm not going to do anything.
She's going to school to study medicine to become a pediatric nurse, and she wants to continue cheer in college, but if it conflicts with nursing, then she will. Next up we have Flavio Fonseca. This is his first year being a cheerleader. His most memorable cheer moment is the football and cheer homecoming performance when he was still on the football season. He plans on to go to a university and doesn't plan to do cheer. Next up we got Ryan! How are you doing? This is his first year of cheer. His most memorable moment was the assembly where he performed with his brothers and our amazing, beautiful teammates. His plan for the future is to join the Marines and is not planning on doing cheer after high school. Last but not least, we have Anna! She's been a cheerleader since the end of her sophomore year, so about 2 years. Her best memory of cheer was a team bonding last year at Violet's house. She did a white elephant thing and watched Vines after eating some bomb food. Her favorite cheer is Rowdy and her favorite band dance is Come On Eileen. She wants to go to business school or major in biology and hopefully be some type of biologist. She is not going to continue cheering, but possibly coach a cheer in the future.
Thanks, Judah. Great job. Hey, let's give a round of applause to our great cheer scout. Our cheer competitive cheer squad is heading to state tomorrow. It's going to be a great showing down there. Thank you, cheerleaders. Senior cheerleaders. All right. Take it away in basketball.
We're back live here at Marysville Pilchuck's competition against Everett High School. It has been pretty one-sided through the first half as the Tomahawks trail 45-20, and they like to make it a little more competitive in the second half. Mariah Summers, the senior for the Tommies, is the leading scorer, 12 points. Lauren Lewis, 3 points, and Alex Graham with 5 points. So that means they have 20 points, 8 in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter, and 3 for 6 from the foul line. And from the field, 7 for 17, 41%. 8 rebounds for Marysville Pilchuck. For the Everett Seagulls, they have 8 points from Brooklyn Johnson, 8 from Lily Thompson, 11 from Morgan Carter, and 3 from Ella Sylvester. Farrah Parrish, 12. Carolyn Jameson, 2, and also, let's see, shooting-wise, 16 for 36, 44%, and 12 rebounds, and 45 points at this point in time. Also now a foul right there, that's going to go against the Tomahawks. That is Georgia Bradley. That's her second foul, first team foul. So now you have Marysville Pilchuck going from our left to right, down by 25 points. They trailed 19-8 at the end of the first quarter, and now down by 25 points at the start of the third quarter. Thrown out of bounds, Also for the Tomahawks, 16 turnovers. Yep, we inbounded. Close there, and I think we're going to have a foul. That looks like it's going to be sending Mariah Summers to the foul line. She's 2 for 3 from the line. Daniel Nicker is the referee. Todd Howell is the umpire. Chris Churcher-Akopoulos is the other official. And if nothing else, to just see if I can get his name right once a half. First shot is a miss. The foul that time was against Farrah Parrish, her second. First team foul and a miss. Push off at the tail end of that.
I went to school with all these guys.
As officials? No, not one of them. Not one of them. The one from the junior version at Standard went to Wazoo, not at the same time, but we also worked together at Como. He was an excellent photog, as we call him. And I was a sports announcer on the radio station, so I'll go back a long time. So he did the JV game. I've seen him for 3 games this year. And he said, you know what, I just wanted to do this. He's got a business he's developing up in Anacortes, and I am so happy he's doing it, and really looking forward to his business doing it. Want to tell what his business is? It's going to be opening up here fairly shortly. Absolutely. It is a Jimmy John's franchise. It's going up from the ground floor up, and I'm going to grab you and take Eddie over here and buy a sandwich. We go to your we can put you in the bed and then come on. Oh, come on. You don't have to know that. That's not us, man. 45-22. I'm going to have to go to my safety. That basket is good. That basket is good by Ella Sylvester. She's got 5 points in the game. Here we go. Nice move, but Summers can't close the deal. 25-point lead at 47-22.
Built-up will be number 21, Madison Baxter, and number 23, Alyssa Edge.
Couple of substitutes. What is that music?
Got some horns going on.
Oh, come on. So there's the drive going the other direction. And a miss on that one. We have Everett with the basketball. In front court now. You know, sometimes you just don't know what you're going to see and hear. I'm going, what the heck is that? And to let our fans know, there's somebody looks maybe a band member blowing their horn, tooting their horn over to the right of us. I'm like, finally look down and go, they're just standing next to a wall blowing into it. Now you try to draw a visual out of that. That's a 3-point basket. Morgan Carter. 47-22 was the score. They still haven't put up the 3-point basket yet. I addressed that at halftime. Anyway, there's a missed shot off the right side. There's the 50, but we got it on the screen. They have to translate it. That's my only criticism here at Everett, is that it's really slow to put the scores in. Okay?
You know, I want to get
that fires some people up, fine, get it done. If people go, what, we're volunteering. When I volunteer, I get the score up quick.
Yeah, but let's give them the benefit of the
doubt. Oh, no, here we go. I don't know. No.
It could be that it's wireless.
Well, that could be. They need to anticipate the baskets going in sooner. It could be.
Wow.
Alternating position.
You got a little knocking around there. I'm gonna let you hold it for a second, Tom. Find another spot to do that. And a make. Lily Thompson with the basket. 52-22. I kind of put an end to the horn blowing back. But common sense is a big tool.
you think you might have to take some anger management?
No. Well, when you tell them once and then it looked like they stop and then, you know. Okay. Out of bounds it goes.
Checking back into the game for number 2, Larson.
Not even more than here. 52-22. 4:22 left here in the third quarter. As Everett has a 30-point lead, their biggest of the game. Again, our presenting sponsors, Ace Hardware, Lake Stevens and Everett, and Raritan, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. That one's going to be stolen away. Everett coming back into front court with a commanding lead. The Seagulls soaring in this one here tonight. Look at that pass. Pass was there. That was nice. Sylvester has a great skill and ability to spot her teammates and dish off really well. And she's got 5 points, but again, she's, as a ball distributor on assists and passes, she's playing well above her freshman year. Watch this. Here she goes down the pass of ball. Yep, she should have shots. It's fun to see these young players and as they develop. That foul is going to go against Mackenzie Johnson, her second team foul. Miss and driving to the basket is Ella Sylvester. This should be 2 shots. She was clearly the answer. Todd, anything you'd like to add? Once you put that Jimmy Johns down and flush it down with some joke. Foul is going to be called against the Tommies. Number 23, they put up there Alyssa Edge, her first, 13. I'm watching to see if it is a wireless thing. Maybe it is. But that's one heck, man, that's like 1970s wireless technology right there. Did she make the first one? I think she misses. Okay. I'm just keeping an eye on it. It's going to go out of bounds. What do you have for the score? Is that accurate? Okay.
Number 42, Anna Erickson.
Now I'm like, you get hesitant. Okay. All right, we're going back here. There is Everett with the basketball. Down low underneath. Tight defense by the Tomahawks. This game's kind of gotten a little slow. Driving in there, taking the basket is Ella Sylvester. 4 points in the quarter, 7 in the game, and a 32-point lead. 3:08 to go in the third quarter. What do you got coming up tomorrow night?
Well, we did have.
Oh. Let's just hold on that. We got to start. Let's go move it to Monday night. We'll be doing that one. That's up at Stanford.
It is. We're doing the Marysville Pilk Stanford.
Yeah, that ought to be really. Oh man, that'll be a great matchup. Looking forward to it. And then the 5th, you wrap things up. So I've got that one. And Tall Tom's got Tuesday, correct? It is correct. That one's thrown out of bounds. 32-22.
Number 1, Mariah Summers. Number 14, Danica Louts. Number
54-22. It's a 32-point lead. 2:30 left to go in the third quarter.
Caroline Jameson.
Player of the game sponsor will be Adrenaline Fundraising. Timeout sponsor, McDaniels Do-It Center in Snohomish.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the girls and the boys, they all really enjoy getting that shirt.
Oh, yeah, and you got it hung up down here on the side, right where they can see it over the institutional barrier.
Yeah, no, I and you enjoy getting those on too.
You know, it is true. It's fun. And tonight we'll look at getting that player of the game up here afterwards. And there's a few candidates sitting out there that are looking pretty good at this point for the Everett Seagulls because they lead by 32 points with 2:06 to go in the third quarter. Seems like we're hearing that whistle a lot of time, don't we? If it's not one thing, it's another. Tomahawks with the basketball. in front court. That is, yeah, that should be something.
Foul before the basket. The foul is on Everett's number 42, Anna Erickson, her first personal foul.
That's going to go on Anna Erickson, her first team foul.
Everett picks up their third team foul.
Tomahawks will inbound. All right, let's see what we can get going here. It's a 32-point lead, so obviously it's time to dig out some fill. There's a shot that's going to run out of there, and that's going to go out of bounds, maybe. No, it's going to stay with the Tomahawks. Great save. Good hustle. I'll tell you, that girl has been all over the court. Summers has just played herself a whale of the game. Oh, poor thing. She's got hit in the nose.
You know, the nose hurts.
It does.
So
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, in that case, and you know this is coming, she was down there just really trying to get the ball and stay in the play there. She wasn't tossing an oversized air compressor like she's at the Olympic Games trying to get a high score and a distance from one of the judges.
Yeah, I wasn't going for distance.
Oh, I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe that.
It's feeling a little better now.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I thought we were going to have to have somebody come get you and take you into the hospital to make sure you got that healed up. There's a great steal by Summers. Look at this, a little loose on the dribble to say the least. But she puts it up and is going to draw the foul. So even though she lost control of the dribble, she got back enough and draws the foul. And Mariah Summers has just been a joy to watch in this game.
The foul is on Everett's number 2, Larson. She picks up her fourth personal foul. And that is the 14th foul for Everett.
Apparel.
On a regular basis.
Yeah, well, you guys have the budget for it.
Yeah.
There it is. Summers connecting on the foul shot. 13, make that 15 points. And she is 3 for 4 from the line. Next one coming up can make it a 30-point game as they try to climb back in. So I was talking earlier, Todd, about the standings. Snohomish, Archbishop Murphy, and Arlington all at 11-1. Shortcrest 10-2. Marysville Getchell 8-4. This is Wesco 3A. Then you got Edmonds Woodway at 7-5, Stanwood 7-6, Seacrest 6-6, and also at that record is Everett 3-9. Who's going to shoot these shots? Yeah, it's coming. This is the second one. They battle for the rebound. 1:13 to go in the first quarter.
A couple of those top schools, I think.
This take, we got the foul. Ooh, that's not a good foul for. Let me make sure that's correct. Is he done? That's on Marysville Pilchuck. We got a timeout. We'll take a timeout right here. This is STSPN.com.
I just talked and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership. Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle home. I gotta go. It looks like it's here right now. I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service, personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
(54-23), 107 to go in the third quarter. And it is a 21-point lead, 31-point lead. Tomahawks with the basketball in front court. Working around the perimeter. Pull-up jumper is going to be off. But they're staying with it. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Summers with the basketball, throws it out of bounds. Boy, I tell you what, there's just not a lot of flow going on in this one. What else you got?
Well, I was just going to say, tomorrow night's game is going to be a big one.
Well, yeah, tell us about it a little bit. Well, it's going to be a big one.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a big one. I'll tell you, Alice, it's a big one.
We were going to be there.
There we go, miss on that shot.
The foul is on
That's going to go against Marysville Pilchuck. Just these guys trying to sort it out. And we finally get the whistle on the foul. That's going to go against Laux. Danica Laux are first. And we have shots coming up. Make on that one. Getting it done is Emma Larson. That's her first point of the game. 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hits them both, and it's now to a 33-point lead as the Seagulls are definitely in charge in this game right here. Trying to improve the record to 4-9 in conference play. Wesco 3A. Oh, she's going to get 2 shots. She from the line last time. That's Mariah Summers. Well, this game had a good flow to it early on, and then Everett just pulled away in that second quarter. Go ahead, what were you saying about senior night?
I was just saying, you know, I think it's really enjoyable for students. Senior night, they win the game too.
Oh, definitely. That really makes a big difference. It's good. Well, 32-point lead for the Everett Seagulls, less than 10 seconds to go. And it's kind of cool when the clock gets under 10 seconds, the numbers click off screen. That's some of the new Daktronics equipment they've installed here. 56-24 is the score. We'll go to the fourth quarter, and Everett is up by 32 points here on STSPN.com.
Stewart Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish family with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniels the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniels and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniels.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200+ national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
There we go. Look at that trap up top there. Start of the fourth quarter. Tomahawks work it in, and she's going to be heading to the foul line again. Mariah Summers. She has done an excellent job getting in position to either fire off a shot inside or drawing the foul. One way or the other, she's just been a beacon for the Tomahawks in this game. Well, where would they be without her in this one? She's got 16 of their 24 points. Nails that first one.
And checking into the game for the Everett Seagulls, number 12.
I want to mention Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens. They will help you find what you're looking for. Owners Greg and Christine Eberstad are all about serving their customers and their community. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and nearby where we're at right now, Todd. That's on Evergreen Way in Everett. Okay, 7:42 to go, fourth quarter. And a big lead for the Everett Seagulls, with Tomahawks just still putting some tight defense on up front. We've seen Everett press a lot in this game, obviously early on. Now you got a huge lead, you don't have to be quite as tight. And yeah, big steal by Summers. Here she comes. Gets it. 20 points. That is sweet. 11 turnovers for the Seagulls, and for the Tomahawks, they have 18. Worked around the perimeter over on the right side. That's Sylvester. They're just kind of working some time off, Todd. How about this again? There she is, Summers, and a bump. There's no doubt that's a foul. That was an in-the-air hip check. As it's defined in the basketball rules, Morgan Carter is going to be called for foul, her second. Both teams have 17 fouls. Heading to the foul line is Mariah Summers. 20 points. That's a nice looking foul shot, too. Back into the game for the Everett Seagulls, number 5, Lily Thompson. Also, Raritan's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Monroe is proud to be an automotive leader in your area. They'll be right up here in Snohomish County. Since opening their doors, Raritan's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Monroe has kept a firm commitment to their customers. Raritan's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Monroe is a proud sponsor of high school sports. And Todd, is, we talk about Snohomish County with them, but just head up 522 out of King County, and boom, you're right there. I mean, literally, you are right there, right by the high school.
Right by the Evergreen.
Parrish connects on the basket, 14 points.
Just to tie that into earlier.
Yeah, but don't go. We don't want to tie the two sponsors together, so be careful. 58-30. I just want to say that though. You get up there, it's called Speedway Chevrolet for a reason, because it's right by the Evergreen State Speedway, Evergreen Speedway, Super Speedway of the West. This shot over on the left side.
Listen, NASCAR's there.
Even if they're on display out in the lobby, they're still. No, they do come in. Are they back coming in there again? I'm trying to remember. Not this. What is it now? The Sprint Cup they call it? No, what is it now? The Dickies formal wear or clothing? I mean, it was Winston Cup for years. The foul is going to be called against Ella Sylvester. That is her 3rd foul, team foul number 8. I'm trying to remember what the circuit sponsor is these days. Oh, no, I know. Is it Monster Beverage? That's it.
Well, I always think it's interesting when they change it to a different sponsor and the sponsor's got like some really weird name. Listen, don't shop your sponsorship for something that's off.
Okay. But I'm going to have to do this. Their money is just as green as the next guy. But it is hard when it's a bit hard to say or wrap your arms around. Here we go. Yes, she's got another one. I have her up with 25 points. Mariah Summers, 25 of the 34. Just out of curiosity, and I know this maybe is a dumb question, but have you, or do you think of possibility of picking a player of the game for a losing team?
We'll talk about that.
Off the air, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just a thought crossed
my mind. We've done that in the past.
You have? Okay, I'm just asking.
The thing is that it's kind of, for a player, when they've lost, it's just odd for them.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. And I think it's good to share it now so our listeners know exactly. But I'll tell you what, if you were to pick a player of the game for what could be a losing team, there's 5:38 left here in the 4th quarter, and it's a 24-point lead, which is a 12-possession game for the Everett Seagulls. Well, I'd say Mariah Summers would be that player.
Well, I think that you also have to point out that sometimes people put too much value in the team's record. And I got to tell you, college players will see.
Oh, definitely. That foul is going to go against the Marysville player, Kaja Vaivai-Muli. Been waiting to say that name all night long. It rolls off the tongue. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact. Kaja Vaivai-Muli. All right? It's a beautiful name. No, way too many syllables for you. Okay, here we go. 5:22 left, 4th quarter. And this one really is just making its way to the finish line. Vera Parrish with the call, no foul. Her 3rd, 19th foul. Each has 19 fouls. And look who's at the line once again, Parrish. Just a fabulous night.
Good for her.
Yeah. And, some other players have done some things, but she's just been really noticeable. And on the other side, we've got a lot of noticeable talent out there. That's a missed shot.
She's a senior.
She is a senior. Kara Parrish has played very well for the Everett Seagulls. It's some big shots. 14 points. Ella Sylvester, the freshman, 9 points. And just some great ball distribution, passes, finding players, getting assists. Brooklyn Johnson, 8 points all in the first half. Lily Thompson with 10 points. 14 for Morgan Carter. It would be easy to pick a player to get to. But then again, okay, the foul is going to go against Mariah Sutton. Get this, as active and as in the game as she has been, that's just her first foul. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. 5:04 left fourth quarter, STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Everett and Lake Stevens, we'll help you find what you're looking for and offer friendly advice too. Owners Greg and Christine are all about serving their customers and their community. They support local high school sports and many other community organizations and events. So the next time you need help with your to-do list or project around the house, bring it to Ace. They'll greet you at the door and help you find whatever you need fast. Show your support for locally owned businesses. Shop Ace Hardware just off Highway 9 in Lake Stevens and Evergreenway in Everett. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
You know that test drive I've been trying to get to? You're not going to believe this, but Raritan's of Monroe just delivered it to my work. I gotta go.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Raritan's of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service.
Welcome back. We appreciate you tuning in on STSPN.com.
And you appreciate the loud crowd mic?
Don't draw attention to it. Broadcast 101.
Hey, I know.
That's right. You didn't take that class.
You know what? I didn't take that class.
No.
But I'm one of those guys who just puts it out there. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes things happen.
Were you? Are you saying that something was a little loud there? Because I got some feedback from one of our remote control centers that something might have been up. Is that what you're saying?
I am saying that when we restarted at the half.
I think I know what happened. Hold on a second. So that is Alex Grimm. She's going to – no, the other side. That's going to go on Brooklyn Johnson. That's her fourth foul. Both teams in double bonus. And this is one you're just going, okay, we pretty much see where this game is going to finish at, and we're probably going to have about 31 fouls between now and the end of the game. Todd?
Okay, so
yeah, okay. I'm looking forward to this. What's going on? What's going on with the crowd?
Well,
mic
you have to in the software we use, you have to delete the camera mic before you start each broadcast, which I do.
Okay.
But when we restarted, I may have
the F word.
I may have not
forgotten.
I may have forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
I may have slipped my.
Yeah. Not because you stepped outside and.
It's because you were yelling at me.
No, I was not. Let's put that to bed right away. There.
Okay, we don't need to bring attention to that. That's for sure.
Okay, Everett with the basketball. What else can? All right, I want to talk about standings here. We got lots of information to pass along, so let's do that. So I was talking about where these teams were sitting. And we take a look at also Wesco 4A, Glacier Peak on top at 12-0. We saw them a couple nights ago. They look great. Lake Stevens second at 10-2, Jackson 8-4, Mount Vernon 7-5, Kamiak 5-7, Monroe 4-8, and Mariner 2-10. Cascade, oh man, that's been a rough year. They are at 0-12. And
you have to ask. At some point, do you think that they just gave up? I mean, 0-12.
I know. No. I don't think that. And we watch these kids a lot. I don't think they do give up. I think you get frustrated, and I think with each game you go out there and try to pick up a win. But no, I don't. No, give up. No. I mean, during games you're like, okay, here we go again. But it's just where they're at as far as what talent they have, and also what where they're at as far as age. So, and experience.
That's probably true. Real competitors don't give up. But, sometimes when you get a few younger kids in there, and they're just like, this is ridiculous. They don't understand.
And
that,
you get on me for opening a can of worms. Here we go.
I'm just saying that it doesn't matter to me. We'll cover them just the same.
Well, and that's a great point, Todd, is that we are all about spreading the wealth around. How many games have you kept an official tally of this? How many games you've done this year as we get near the end of the regular season?
I believe we're at 48.
So we have 2 more left, right? Unless you work out a deal tomorrow night.
Right, then that would be
Unless
3.
somebody comes to their senses.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a better way of putting it. And recognizes the importance of high school sports at your school without charging a huge fee. Okay? And so 50 it looks like you're going to hit because we got one on Monday and Tuesday.
That's correct.
And the shot is put up and good by Ella Sylvester. I will say this, that for some reason and every once in a while, we will get somebody at one of the schools in administration that will suddenly say, well, we got to charge you for this, or maybe they crank the fee up or whatever. And the feedback we get from the parents, from the coaches, from the fans is that, man, we love having you at the games. So that's where there's a disconnect in that we are used to coming in and giving 110% for these broadcasts, and we run into, say, an administrator, an athletic department, a group of them had a meeting and suddenly say, well, we want to charge you now. It kind of doesn't go over real well.
Well, what they don't know is that we're not paying our mortgage with this.
Exactly.
So
our job and what we love is covering the kids and getting the word out to as many people as we can about what these young players, student athletes are doing and how hard they're playing. That's our primary goal.
Well, I mean, it's just like the Sylvesters. They came to me
Exactly.
tonight
That's
and said, hey,
example.
thank you very much.
And we will say hello. You get parents and fans, you get us a list of the names, and you pop it up to us. We are going to give you a shout-out.
We will, too.
We will. We will make you part of the broadcast. I mean, there's limitations. There's waiver agreements you have to sign and all that. But once we get past that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that we are here for you.
It really is.
So if you know of any school that – and sometimes you'll go, well, how come they don't come to our school? We tried. Okay? We tried. And generally we can solve any technical problem that might stand in the way. So I think viewers and listeners out there, if you want to do the math, put it all together and realize that when people try to stand in your way, it prevents this from happening at certain schools.
We could be at your school.
We could be at your school. And I don't know, maybe I just leave it at that. I think they got it figured out.
Now, granted, if I have to drag my gear a half a mile to the gym.
Well, that's what Nettie's for.
Yeah.
That's why I bring my mom. Forget the fact she's having a knee replacement in 20 days. I mean, when it comes to schlepping gear, she's as good as it gets. 2:42 left, fourth quarter. No, I have to admit it irritates me when suddenly there's something thrown out there and then they're going, well, how come you don't come here anymore? And why do you go to these other places? There's your answer. Well, we got a big deficit for Marysville Pilchuck, but not for that young lady, Mariah Summers. She's at 30 points, 30 of the 41. That is a great performance. Underneath, missed shot. 2:18 to go in the fourth quarter. Look at Summers driving through there. Been like a one-woman show.
I don't know what the stat is, but Everett hasn't really been climbing on them. Like they were.
Well, I think they, as far as the points and all that,
right?
I think they've pulled off the gas pedal a little bit and being good sports. They made some substitutions, but, they still have some top-line players out there. But I think with that big of a lead, they're showing a little bit of compassion out there.
I always respect coaches that go to the bench.
Yeah, I think it's what you should do.
It's how you develop a better team.
It really is. And if you go on, you leave players out there and do not let up and pile it on, et cetera, you're gonna have a payback down the road. Somehow, somewhere. Maybe not even on the basketball court. But if you're not playing a sportsmanship way, with great sportsmanship. Somehow that comes back to bite you.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Wow.
a great shot. Brooklyn Johnson. Oh, my gosh. From the other side of the Brooklyn Bridge. 3-point basket.
How many points she got?
She's got 11. She's just been a consistent part of the Everett package tonight. You know, and I don't want to say I'm doing it just because there's so many of. Oh, look at that. Look at that, Farrah Parrish. Al. Farrah's had a great game. She just has. And I think she got fouled on that one. Yeah, we're going to have a shot coming up. Now what? I think the way of the foul. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it teed up. Somebody got teed up.
No, it's just a flagrant foul. So she's got, I think she's going to have 2 shots here.
I'm still learning.
There it is. You know, I am going to, where we're at right now, no, she just gets the one. I think I'm going to go with Farrah as player of the game.
Farrah who?
Farrah who? Farrah Parrish. Good Lord. Farrah who? 19 points, and she's just been steady throughout this game. We're going to find a way to go get her, and we've got 1 minute left to go in the fourth quarter. Farrah who? Good Lord. It helps, you know, especially when we do get to come into the gyms and do the games, that you actually watch the games. But I know the back. Yeah, I get it. You got to be able to get at least another week out of that one.
You know, thanks for highlighting that, Mark.
You never throw me under the bus. Not a once.
Well, I'm just waiting for the next opportunity.
I know
now.
you are. So anyway, 74-41 is the score. Yeah, I think we're going to go with Farrah. What are you saying?
I'll take it down. If you write it down.
Oh, yeah, okay, perfect.
I'll cut to commercial and I'll go.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going to just have to do the.
Use a bracket.
Okay. But can you get her as well?
I can.
That's the next thing. So Farrah Parrish. Uh-oh. 17 seconds.
What, your pen quit working?
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure everything was okay. STSPN player of the game. Live broadcast. Okay. This is the adrenaline player of the game. 3 seconds, 2 now. There you go. And the final score is 74-41. That is a big win for the Everett Seagulls. They go to 4-9, and the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks drop to 1-12. And I'll keep it here. I'm just going to keep it here. I got plenty to talk about. So you're going to go get the player of the game. Todd is going to show his athleticism and get the player of the game. Of course, he's going to make you know that he's taking his headsets off too. Nice transition there, Toddy. Anyway, so let's take a look here. Coming up next for Marysville Pilchuck, they will close on Monday, and that is at home against Stanwood. We're going to do the boys' game up there, MP and Stanwood. Now, over on the other side for the Marysville Pilchuck Tomahawks, for the Everett Seagulls. I'm just trying to get this as we get the player of the game up here. For Everett, they close on Monday at Snohomish. That's not going to be an easy draw right there. But that's what's going on. So they got that on Monday. They got a big circle out there. Yeah, they're doing – I'm not sure what's going on with this. Are they going to do the hokey pokey? They might be doing a huge hokey pokey out there because that looks to me like the hokey pokey formation. And really, when it comes right down to it, that's what it's all about. So let's see. We might see here is Todd. He's gasping for air trying to get our player of the game. I actually have the players out. No, this is a song they do. I still think it'd be great if they did the hokey pokey at the end of this. Todd, is this – they're not doing the hokey pokey? They're not doing the hokey pokey. Okay. So were your headsets off when you just set them down?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because it sounded like a train wreck otherwise.
Well,
what you got? Did you get her?
And I did. This is their fight song. I think it's really
I think it's a tradition. I love it.
It's awesome.
But I still think, and I wish along with that they do the hokey pokey, and then to really take it to the next level, do the chicken dance.
And by the way, another big reason that I had audio on, because when we came back, it put it up too.
Right. What is this
that
from
I
earlier?
I wanted them to hear the band though too, because
well,
I like the band.
Oh, I love the band. I mean, Everett has a very solid band. When was it? We going back to halftime again?
I just was saying.
All right. So is she coming up here?
She is.
Okay.
Somebody's got to tell her.
Do you want to just take a quick break?
The coach is going to tell her.
Okay. If I'm a betting man.
There's the coach telling her.
Telling
right
her? Okay, good. So, all right.
Or
all
something.
Right. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, they're taking a picture. What, senior night's picture?
Yeah. Well, this might take a while. Why don't you just give her the T-shirt? Because I know you've only got so much bandwidth that you've paid. You know, we got a lot of games coming up. We don't want to run your bill up.
Well, we did talk to Robert Polk, and he did put in the work order for us to get bandwidth here at the Everett schools. But
are you good?
Hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. It's in the mail. Yeah, I don't know that she's there. This is special for them. We'll just get her the T-shirt, and that's that. I mean, Farrah Parrish is our player of the game.
You want to talk to her?
It's a special night. What do you mean, do I want to talk to her? Well, if she's going to come, we're waiting. I know they're. Why don't you just take a break, and then we'll come back with more.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200+ national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
We're back live here at Everett High School. Our final score is 74-41, and that is a big win for the Everett Seagulls. I'm Mark Ockett. Why don't I better do a stand-up? Let's just make this look good as much as we can. Farrah Parrish is with us. She had 19 points tonight, hit a couple of big three-pointers, and just had a fabulous game. You did really well to lead your team to the victory. Big 3-point win. You do not look like a 4-9 team out there. You look pretty darn good out there.
Thank you.
Great job. So tell us about how, because you were really smooth out there tonight. What have you done to get your game to that level?
I train like almost our tournaments like every day.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, that's great. Now, what we talk about is that at the high school level, no matter, and as the season's maybe been a little more challenging, and we know you guys are young, you ladies are young, but you don't give up, do you?
No.
Tell us about that.
We push each other, and I got to keep my team accountable because we're starting young with all our freshmen on our varsity team and a lot of our JV team too. Like, we got to keep that high expectation of us, and we got to keep pushing each other to keep this higher standards for ourselves. Now,
taking a look, you are just a sophomore.
Yes.
That's fabulous. That means you've got what's left of this year and then 2 more, and then you got another teammate out there who was right there because of the job she did with passing and stuff too, Ella Sylvester, just a freshman. That bodes well for the future of Everett High School girls basketball.
Yeah. It's really good because I have her as another attacker on the team, and so I know I could rely on someone if I'm not having my A game, and I know I could count on her because she'll bring it up too. And so yeah, we just we're always feeding off each other, and we're pushing each other and everything. Yeah, it's really good.
Sounds like teamwork to me.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming up. You got, looks like, is this family here?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that mom?
Yes.
And that's dad?
Yes.
And we saw them out here earlier, real early, in fact. So there they are. What's your mom and dad's name?
AJ Parrish and Mikey Contreras.
All right. Well, folks, thanks a lot. It looks like you got a good one right here. Hold that T-shirt up, and we'll get that. Todd's going to take a picture. And I have a hunch you're going to get more of those going along, okay?
Okay.
Just keep doing what you're doing. And just quickly, what's your college? What's your favorite school? Do you have one?
I really like.
I mean, to root for.
Colorado.
Then maybe play for us someday.
I really like watching Colorado.
The Colorado Buffaloes?
Yes.
Okay.
Also the Baylor, because I have some key players that I look up to on that team.
And they have a great coach at Baylor in Kim Mulkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're on your way, and we appreciate it. And, you know, the enthusiasm that you have and bring and your teammates and both teams really is really what makes what we do fun and special, and that's the fun of high school sports. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That's great. That's Farrah Parrish, and I'm Mark Ockett. We're going to wrap things up. I do want to get you a couple numbers. As Farrah had 19 points, let's see, she did lead the Seagulls in scoring. Mariah Summers looks like she had 30 points to lead Marysville-Pilchuck. And Marysville-Pilchuck slowed down at the second half in field goals, 5 for 19. They ended up with a total of 14 rebounds. Everett with 22 rebounds, 10 for 32 in the second half from the field. And overall, they were 26 for 68. So, you know what, folks? Time to wrap it up. And Todd will be live coming to him from Marysville-Pilchuck, from Stanwood on Monday. Boys basketball, Marysville-Pilchuck at Stanwood right here on STSPN.com. We'll wrap it up for now. Mark Ockett, for Nettie Ockett, and Todd Elvig saying winning is for tonight, but sportsmanship is for a lifetime. Take care, everybody.